Hi, this is James Hayton, and welcome to this very first episode of the PhD Essentials podcast. Now, I've been blogging for quite a few years, giving advice for PhD students on how to write your thesis, how to develop research skill, and decided to try something a little bit different. And so I've started doing this podcast, and I'm calling this episode 0.0. The reason being that even though I've got quite a bit of experience talking about this subject, podcasting is something which is new to me. And whenever you try something new, it's important to get the basics working first. Start by doing the simplest possible version, sorting out all the problems that arise, and then adding complexity later. So when I was first thinking of doing this, I was thinking about how great it was going to be, how it was going to be the most amazing, most professional, best recorded podcast in the history of all time. And it's going to have all these amazing effects. It's going to be incredibly successful. But when you think about that end result, if you don't have the experience to deliver on that, then anything that doesn't meet up to those expectations is always going to be a disappointment. So I think it's a good general principle to follow that whenever you're doing something new, try and think of the simplest possible version. Get version 0.0 working, and then you can add to that, you can add extra things. So in this case, I'm not using video because that would involve complexities of getting a decent camera, sorting out the lighting, and also worrying about having my face on video. So just working with the simplest possible version, get the audio working, very simple slide, get the thing up and running, see how people respond, and then maybe I can do more complicated things in later episodes. Now, this principle applies to research as well. When you start a PhD, it's always tempting to think about the end result, how you're going to do amazing, world-changing research, how you want to impress your supervisor, how you want to do the best that you can possibly do. But you have to build experience. You have to start by getting the basics working first and then add complexity later. So that's it for today. I'm going to keep it nice and simple, nice and brief. And I'll be back with more episodes in the very near future.